brought to you by Bethel School of Technology. Learn more at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman. There is a new trend that has been growing, and this is definitely a troublesome trend. CNBC article in my hands. Headline: Who's sitting in on that Gen Z job interview? It's mom and dad. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Full disclosure. As I was preparing for today's show, I said to myself, do not get angry. Because my initial emotion, I'm not kidding, is to just rant and just be angry. And I don't think it's very attractive. So I'm going to shift my emotion from anger, Alex, to sadness. Because sadness is a little more palatable when we talk about things like this. I am sad that moms and dads have so tucked away their own judgment that they would even do this stuff. This is unbelievable. Here's the data. 1 in 4 Gen Zers have brought a parent to a job interview over the past year. That's 25%, I think, as I recall. Another 25% have had their parents submit job applications on their behalf. Another 13% of Gen Zers admit to having their parents complete their human resource screening calls. Good Lord, why don't we just keep feeding these people with their bottles? Bring the bottles back out. Let's go back to formula. Hey, while we're at it, let's go get baby food. It's a lot cheaper. It sounds absurd. I know, but is it? Is it? Is it absurd? Is it more absurd to feed your 22-year-old from a bottle than it is to go to a job interview with them? I don't think it is. Is it absurd to feed your 22-year-old with the little spoon and the carrots? Here you go, buddy. And we put a bib on them, and they got a little tray with those little starfish snacks that we feed them. What are those things? I forgot what they're called. Goldfish. What is it? My point is, yeah, okay, I know some of you are going, Ken, no, I don't think it's any more absurd. I am going to tell you today that if you are a Gen Z parent and you go with them to the job interview, you might as well start feeding them baby food with a little cute plastic spoon. It's the same thing. It is. Because what we are doing as parents by feeding these kids with a little plastic spoon is we are babying them. We are doing for them what they cannot do for themselves. You give a can of baby food to a little kid, what do? They're going to stick their fingers in it and probably lick their fingers. Maybe they pick it up and throw it at you. They don't know what to do with it. You gotta spoon feed them. You have to. They can't handle it. Well, apparently we've got 22, 23-year-olds who can't handle the job interview by themselves. So here we go. Bubble wrap parents. They've bubble wrapped their kids their whole life, and they realize they've bubble wrapped them. And they realize the kid is on the verge of a meltdown the night before the interview. And the parent is sitting there and they're going, oh, crap. We did this. Junior is a emotional baby. Sweetheart Princess is an intellectual baby. We've raised emotional and intellectual babies, and it's our fault. Oh, crap. I really love them, but I really want them out of the house. They need a job. What are we going to do, sweetheart? There's only one thing we can do. We got to go to the job interview with them. I got to spoon feed them. That's all we've ever done. They can't emotionally and intellectually grab the spoon. And so the parents take their judgment, Bob, and they put it in the drawer because they feel they have to. I don't think anybody's ever broken it down like this, but I'm going to tell you folks, what I just laid out is the truth. And this is what is happening in this article. We have emotional and intellectual babies in the form of 22 and 23-year-olds with a college degree. I made my fun. Now let me give you some facts. This is unbelievable. I'm trying to get the stress out. Here we go. 70% of respondents sought their parents' assistance during the job search. I have no problem with assistance. But 1/3 said it was because they didn't know how to effectively communicate with hiring managers. They don't know how to talk. Because all they know how to do is use their thumbs. I could get away with this today, Alex, because my boys don't watch my show. I walk into my house on a routine basis, Nathan. And this is what I see. Like, what was that? I just snapped a friend of mine. You snapped him. You just did a goofy cow eating briars grin. That was all that was. It's literally this. I'm watching football next to my boy 37 times during a game. I said, you just shot that picture 12 minutes ago. It's the same picture. It was in the first quarter. Now we're in the second quarter. This is what's going on. That's how they communicate. We parents haven't sat them down early in their life and said, sit down and have an adult conversation with somebody. Okay, here we go. Keep on going. How am I doing? Am I getting angry? I'm still staying sad? Okay, I'm sad. Here we go. Paul Wolf, former chief human resource officer for the job site Indeed, says this in the article. Parents have to realize that they need to let their kids fly on their own in a job interview. The young person is the one we're interested in hiring, not the parent. This is a direct quote from a very smart, accomplished guy. This is where, folks, the apocalypse is coming. The apocalypse is on the way when we have people saying things like this and it's treated. And by the way, I'm not judging him. He's just saying common sense. But we got articles out here designed to help parents realize, hey, mom and dad, we want to hire your kid, not you. So leave. In this article, and I'm going to wrap this up, there are HR people quoted as saying that they have asked parents to kindly wait in the waiting room or in the lobby because the parents expected to walk into the interview. How awkward must it be to look at mom and dad and go, we're going to take a few minutes with Jimmy if you wouldn't mind waiting out there in the reception area. So this is a troubling trend. We have bubble wrap parents. That's what I'm calling them. That's what they do well. They've sucked at parenting, but boy, oh boy, can they bubble wrap a kid like nobody's business. Ay, ay, ay. If you're a parent of someone young, teach them how to communicate with adults. Launch your tech career today at betheltech.net/Ken Coleman.